Hello, welcome to episode 230 of the Datapack tutorial series, version 1.2, 1.8. I can't speak. We're going to be doing drowning faster. This is a request by ImExelot, who wants people, funny enough, to drown faster. So that's what we're going to do. Now, they did comment on a command block video. We are going to be doing this in a Datapack, but I will show you how to do it in a command block only version as well at the end. So you can use timestamps. So what do we mean? Well, we're going to jump in the water and we're going to drown faster. I don't think we really need a demonstration of that because we just have to wait for our air to go down. So let's go straight over to the Datapack. We need to know if the player is in water. So we're going to make a predicate for that. So let's pop over to Misode. In fact, there's already one there. Let's reset that. Condition will be a location check. We will check the execution location for a fluid. And the fluids we will check for will be hashtag Minecraft water, any water. So that should be flowing water and normal water. So we'll use hashtag water. Let's copy that. We'll take that. We'll put it into our predicate file. Now remember, predicates can be used inline in command blocks. So that we'll do at the end. In case ImExelot is not using a Datapack, we will show how to do it without the Datapack. Now we can check if the players, well, this is going to run at their feet. So we'll have to adjust that later. And we need to check their air level. Now there is a score, which is perfect. This is a read-only score. You can't set this score to change their air level, but you can read the player's air level. So we'll call it, might as well call it air level since I've said it so many times. And we'll set it to air. Save. Okay, so we've got two things. We can check if they're in water. We can check their air level. And I think what we'll do is we'll just go and have a little demonstration of that. We'll do a reload. We will scoreboard, objectives, set display, sidebar, air level. And we will jump in the water. And we can see our air level is going down. Cool. So we can use that. But watch what happens when it runs out. We'll keep this in mind. It's going to go to 0, and then it's going to go to about minus 20, I think. So minus 20, 0, minus 20, 0, minus 20, 0. So we can do a check if it's 0, and it will only damage them once every second. So we don't need to put any like periodic tick or anything in. We will just check when it's 0. And it won't go bang, 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 bang and kill them instantly. It'll just do it once every second. So that's cool. Let's do something with that then. Let's go to the tick and let's execute as all players whose scores equals, checking a score takes no time at all, so that's pretty good. Air level equals, and we'll say it equals exactly 0, but we need them to be in water as well. So we'll execute at S because this is a location check, this predicate. So we want the location to be at the player. Now, if we say at S, it's running at their feet. Now, I don't breathe through my feet. I don't know about you. So I better move this to my head. So let's do anchored to eyes. Now, I don't breathe through my eyes either, but at least they're much closer to my mouth. And we'll do a positioned. Well, we'll try to do positioned. We can't. Positioned. Okay, what are we going to do? Well, if predicate, my predicate, so they've got no air, their eyes are in water. I know it's silly, it's not their mouth, but doesn't matter. We'll run, say, I am drowning. We're leaving it like that, we're not wasting time. I am Dr. Wonny. That sounds like some sort of message I would get an email. Hello, I am Dr. Wonny. I have £1 million I'd like to transfer to you. No, Dr. Wonny, I am not interested. Let's go in here. We'll wait for our air to tick down again while we just chill in our hot tub. It's a bit deep for a hot tub. It's about 2 meters deep. And we're hoping we're going to get I'm Dr. Wonny, I'm Dr. Wonny, yeah. And it's happening about every second. Okay. And we've still got the damage coming from vanilla mechanics. Right. So all we're going to do is, instead of saying I am Dr. Wonny, let's just damage the player. We will damage at S we could make it instant. So how many? We could say 1 heart, and the damage would be drowning damage. So we'll put it to drown. There we go. That's not going to make much difference. Let's make a big difference so we really see it. Let's say it's going to do. Let's say it's going to do 3 hearts of damage. So 6 half hearts of damage. Does mean we have to do another stand around and wait. So you're going to have to get out the water pretty fast if you start drowning, because we're going to take 3 extra hearts every second. So let's have a look what that's going to be like. Oh my god, that's pretty scary. Okay, you don't have long at all. So now you can probably easily see you can adjust this number. Do we want to take off an extra half heart a second? An extra heart every second? 1.5 hearts? Or you could be really mean and take 20 half hearts off, which is basically your entire... How many hearts do we have? We have 10 hearts, so 20 half hearts should... If I run out of air, it's probably instant death. That is harsh. But we're going to test it just to see that that's what happens. So we'll get the little bit of damage that comes from the vanilla mechanic, and we'll get the 20 half hearts. Okay, maybe it can't take off 20 at once. Maybe we've gone too high with that. Or maybe I just didn't do a reload. I thought I did a reload. It's always worth experimenting. We can see it's definitely going down faster, but it didn't kill me instantly. Waiting for the air is annoying. Come on, air. Yeah, we just didn't do a reload. Okay, so we just... Now, if we run out of oxygen, we basically just instantly die. That is pretty harsh. So, let's just remove that marker by standing on it. So now all you have to do is play with this number, make it lower or higher until you find, a reasonable amount. If you want it to go, I think they said 3 times faster, so I think the damage looked like it was taking off about 1 heart each time. So maybe if we added an extra 2 hearts, that would do. Now let's not test it because we just have to wait for the air again. I think you understand that the lower that number is, the slower you drown. The higher that number is, this number here, the higher that number is, the faster you drown. Until you put it up to 20 and you drown instantly. Right. That's all very good, but we're still using the Datapack. And as I said, ImExelot commented on a command block only video. So can we do this in a command block only? We can. So what we'd have to do, we pretend there is no Datapack at all. So we need to recreate the load function, and all we're doing here is creating a scoreboard. So what we can do, in the world, we've got no Datapack, we just run that command. Scoreboard objectives, add air level air. We just run it in chat, bang. We already have an objective, so it didn't add it. If you didn't have that objective, you now do have that objective. That's cool. Now we need a ticking command. Well, we don't have ticking commands, but we do have repeating command blocks. So we'll have repeat, always active. And now whatever we put in here is our ticking command. Now, that's pretty good because we only have 1 command. So that's nice because we only need 1 command block. But this command is referencing our predicate file. Now here's where I said predicates can go in line as well. So let's copy this command and then we will just comment it out. And let's paste it back in. Let's pop back to ImExelot. And here we have our predicate we made. Let's press the inline button. And all that's going to do is put it into 1 line. Okay, so we've got exactly the same predicate. It's just on 1 line instead of on multiple lines. And we'll copy that. We'll take that back. And here, where we say if predicate equals this file, well, we won't use the file name. We'll replace that with our inline predicate. And that will work. Let's change the damage command to the say command, just so we can see it's obviously working. Ouch. So we're using, instead of using a predicate in a file, we're now using a predicate in line. So let's do a little test on that. Make sure we do the reload. We've got nothing in here interfering, have we? No, that is empty. Okay, good. Let's get in the water. In we go. It does help if you're in survival. We could have been standing there for a long time before I realised that. Thankfully, I'm not quite that silly. So when it goes down, it should just be saying, ouch, 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 ouch. Yep, ouch, ouch, cool. Okay, so since this is using an inline predicate, we can literally... So I've written it in here first because it's easier for you to see the entire command and what we did. And we're just going to take that command. I'm going to cut it. So we have nothing running in the Datapack. In fact, what we'll do is disable the Datapack anyway. And we'll take that command and we'll just shove you into this command block. Bang. We'll say done. We'll put ourselves into survival and we will do Datapack disable drown faster. So we're not even using the Datapack now. It's not even running. We are only using this command block and the scoreboard that we defined in chat. Fingers crossed it'll work. It better work. I can't think of a reason why it won't work. But I know I've thought that many times before and things haven't worked. So here we go. There we go. Now we've got the ouch appearing. Wonderful. The last thing you would want to do then is switch that back from saying ouch, and you would want to damage. Well, let's try not to use capitals. Damage at S 20 drowning damage. Oh yeah, we'll use the full name. Let's be good. Done. Last test. In we go. I can't think of anything to say. I've run out of words. Come on, air. Kill me instantly. Cool. This is pretty stressful if you literally just bang. Okay, there we go. It definitely worked. So we can see that we can do it with a Datapack. Or we can literally just do it by defining the objective in chat and then just having one repeating command block. So choice is yours, whichever way you want to do it. I usually prefer Datapacks, but to be honest, for something so simple, you could just throw a command block down if you wanted to. Anyway, there we go. Hopefully that has answered ImExelot's questions. But if anyone knows better ways to do this sort of stuff, please let me know, because I always like to learn myself. Anyway, you guys take care. I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.